we got to our side scissor position, and exactly what Jose was saying, whether it's because we couldn't get head height to take their back, and we'll just kind of move through this side scissor kind of acquisition and get into that position. So he's pressing on my hips. I lift my hips, press in, 2-on-1, couple water grip, knee pull, bring him down. As soon as this happens, I still reach up and get my lat grip so he doesn't sit up immediately, and I can still keep him down. This is where I need to get my hips out from underneath him. And Will, this is a really great detail, is my hips are still stuck underneath him. I want to motorcycle kick this leg down. See how I'm kind of pushing him away? As this kicks down, that kick allows me to shift my hips out. So both my legs are going to twist, but this one is the one that, because it's driving down, it helps pull. My inner hamstring starts putting pressure on, and it pulls my hips out. So it's such a subtle movement, and it's so efficient. That's the best thing about it. So my hips are stuck underneath him. I drive down with this hip. It pulls my hips out. Now both my knees are facing this direction. This essentially is the side scissor position. So in a perfect world, I can pendulum, or I can just try to shove this hand up to my knee. The pendulum, boop. This is where he's in big trouble, because now I've got head height, and I'm threatening to be able to come up and really get up on top of him to take his back. If I'm not able to get up, or he starts driving into me, anytime he drives into me, he's going to expose this far side leg over here to me. And this is where our pendulum sweep kind of setup starts from last week. Whoa, there he goes, right? So in that same scenario, I can use my pendulum sweep to kind of help bring my hips out, and also use this leg grip to kind of help swing my body out, so that he's not only off balance, but I'm also swinging my leg up quickly. And I still have the lat grip. This is where I need to make that transition and get back to the arm. And then I'm in a great armbar position. So let's go back. Knee pull, get him down, lat grip, stop, get my hips out. If he drives in at all, that leg's going to become available to me. And this lat grip, like, I don't really have his arm secured for the armbar, but I can threaten the sweep. Yeah, and if he reaches across, like, there's just so many great things that happen here as he tries to base out. Whether that arm comes out or not, that's a whole nother scenario. But as I kind of swing, like I'm going to try the pendulum sweep, I want to keep the lat grip and just bring this up over the top. I would say that's one of the kind of the key details, because I'm still keeping him down, and I kind of threaten the pendulum, or I just do it just enough to open up my hips so I can do this, because then that's available. As soon as I clear his head, and then we're going to talk about some finishing details for our armbar from here. So I can keep this, but I need to get back to that bottom hand, this one here. So a lot of times it's just going to be a quick transition, and I'm going to grab his wrist. When I go to finish, I don't want to cross my feet. I want to keep my feet facing down to the mat like this, like I'm trying to stomp down to the mat. You might get a quick tap from here, but you'll apply so much better pressure if you stomp individually. And then the second thing that's going to happen is he's going to want to try to get out of this position, and he's going to start stacking. So if I don't address that early, this is exactly what's going to happen. So let's rewind. So let's rewind. Go back down to your knee. Feet are down. I want to use this knee, and this is what's going to help stop him from stacking, is I'm going to flare that knee out. So that's why we don't want to cross, because it's harder for me. I don't get as big of a flare because my feet are connected. So if I'm stomping both, I can individually flare that. And then I can either lift my hips. If it's tight, I'll get it. Otherwise, I can let go of that if I want to. These are two different options. I can either stay stuck in here or go 2-on-1 and grab his hand. This is where he's in. He's done. Once I get this grip and his palm is up, normally this is our braking mechanics, thumbs up, brake. But if I go thumb down, then I'm gonna brake this way, because you still wanna brake opposite direction of the thumb. But now my hips aren't, like that's all, like if his thumb's up, I may have to push him to the ground to brake. He's not tapping here. I got him. So if I force the palm down and I start going this way, and I'm not gonna, like I start going this way, I can push his arm all the way out to the side for a break. So this, I get stuck. So this is great. I may actually get him, or I may sweep him down. And then I can go back and break him across my hip. But because he's so stacked up there, you're not always gonna get a tap. So either this is gonna happen, or I would say palm to palm, and you're breaking him right over this leg here. Cool? So let's do one more time, and then we're gonna get reps in. Sorry, buddy. That was an emphatic tap. So he's pressing on my hips or my stomach. I wanna lift up, 2-on-1, couple water grip, knee pull. Immediately get my lat grip. Yeah, he wants to get out of there as fast as possible, or he's gonna drive into me. He starts driving in, he exposes the leg. I slide that over the top. Now I need to get to that hand. Feet down, keep him away from you, flare out that knee, let go of that scoop grip if you can, and expose the palm. What's up, bro? I'm about to break this off. So then I flared out, my feet are down, and then I come back sideways for the break. Cool?
Person on top's not stacking yet, right?
Not yet. The flare is gonna give you, if you're first and you can flare to keep them from stepping that back leg up, that's what we're gonna address probably next. Okay, so let's get some reps in on that and try to get that technique in. Cool, let's see it, 1, 2.